Night fell quickly, and the two T-Rexes began to stir. Thanks to their stereoscopic vision, darkness was no obstacle. To them, night and day were the same. Despite their massive size, thick footpads allowed them to move almost silently, making them terrifying nocturnal hunters. This time, their targets were a group of Alamosaurus. While these dinosaurs lacked strong defenses, they were nearly as large as the T-Rex and twice as fast, meaning the predators had only one chance to strike. The pair had hunted together countless times, so they took their positions flawlessly. The Alamosaurus family kept sentries on watch while resting, so one T-Rex deliberately made noise to lure the lookout away, while the other slipped into the herd unseen. Despite their caution, the Alamosaurus failed to detect the hunters, and that's when the killing began. The male T-Rex burst forward, sending the herd into a panicked stampede. One Alamosaurus, however, ran straight into the trap, forced to flee in the direction the T-Rexes had planned. The female knew it was time to strike. The prey had no time to react or escape. Within moments, the two T-Rexes had brought it down. Clearly, two T-Rexes hunting together had a terrifyingly high success rate, but the story was just beginning. With their bellies full, they still had important business to attend to. The next morning, the pair got to work. A small grove provided perfect shade from the heat, and there, hidden under the trees, they quietly fulfilled their duty to reproduce. Sometime later, the female successfully laid her eggs. What might have seemed like a heartwarming love story took a darker turn. One day, the male T-Rex appeared by the sea. Despite their massive size, their hollow air-filled bones made them surprisingly strong swimmers, but the female was nowhere to be seen. Once the eggs hatched, she had left, leaving the male to raise their 5 hatchlings alone. To feed them, the father led them to a nearby island, the young struggling to keep up. But in this age of giants, the ocean had its own apex predators. The T-Rex's sharp instincts detected danger, and it immediately looked down into the water. A massive Hoffman's mosasaur was approaching. This was bad. An adult T-Rex might have stood a chance against a mosasaur, even in the water. But with 5 vulnerable young, it had no choice but to swim faster. The hatchlings didn't understand why their father was speeding up, but they paddled desperately to follow. The hatchlings didn't understand why their father was speeding up, but they paddled desperately to follow. The smallest one, however, began to tire, and that spelled disaster. The T-Rex father kept glancing back, watching as the mosasaur closed in. Just as they were about to reach land, the mosasaur struck. When the father turned around again, one of his children was gone. There was nothing he could do. This was the ocean. On land, even 10 mosasaurs wouldn't stand a chance against him. But in nature's cruel design, only about a third of a T-Rex's 15 hatchlings typically survived their first year. Such was the mysterious law of the wild.